About 12 here for glove up or shut up for Cal Pitman. Sees a title defence for Grant Mallinson, the taller of the two boxers in the blue corner. Matty Moore, the challenger in the red. Two excellent boxers in this ring. Two veterans of the sport. And with the height advantage for Grant, if I were Matty, I'd want to get in close just like this, fast and early, and do exactly that. Grant calling him on and firing back. The taller of the two boxers, and he's good at range. And Matty will need to close that gap, work on the inside and try and walk Grant down, close that gap quickly, work to the body and head if he can. But across his career, Grant Mallinson's always been so difficult to hit cleanly, to catch very cleanly. There's times when he seems disinterested in the ring, or that he feels it's all just a bit of fun, but don't let that make that mistake. He's very good technically, very hard to hit cleanly. He'll play to the crowd, he'll smile. But as he showed against Mo Cargbo, he knows how to handle difficult, heavy punches. But this is the right tactic from Matty. Negate the height and reach advantage of Grant. And push in and keep it going. It's a tough call for 5 rounds, but that for me is the way for Matty to get success. For Grant, it's the same way for me as he fought Mo Cargbo. Stick and move, get the points on the outside, stop a dangerous man doing his work. He did that to perfection against Mo, and he'll need to do that tonight against the very dangerous Matty. Both men look in great shape. And even when he does get inside and close and works hard, you can see how difficult it is to catch Grant Mallinson cleanly on the chin or in the face. And there again, you see Grant, that little smile, that thing you always wonder what's going on in Grant's head. It's like, what's he thinking? And here's the kidology look. He stood there, dancing, staring across at Matty, who I thought took that round just from the work rate alone and the work to the body. They touch gloves, so I've got Matty around to the good. Grant lands with that lead left, and this is where he's got to land. This is where he's got to keep it at that range. He's got to stop Matty getting in. As I said that, it's a different start to the second. You can see Grant immediately looking to catch Matty as he looks to close the gap. And you can see the difference already now in round 2. That change of tactic makes. As Matty looks to close the gap quickly, Grant lets the leather flow. And as I said, he's got impeccable timing as well. And this is what I'm saying. It can frustrate you, the fact that in the middle of a round like that, where he needs a big round to reply, he's egging the crowd on. He's a character. It's almost like he's saying, hey, I love it, but it's only boxing. And he's saying that with Matty Moore in front of him. And Matty does well when he gets on the inside, and this is where he's got to maximise his time. Spurred on here, and this is again where Matty wants to be. Grant tucks up, protects his face, little grin, throws his own left. Pushes forward. And this is for me the dynamic of the bout, whether Matty can continue to get that success on the inside, or Grant starts to tee off on the outside with more consistency. Oh, beautiful right through the channel on Matty, and he realised it, and he suddenly opens up with heavy, heavy shots. Matty looking to try and hold, and Grant realises, and Matty sensibly takes the knee there to get the count, and suddenly you see the other side of Grant Mallinson. the accurate right hand that landed, and then the follow-up punches that had Matty looking to hold on. He did the right thing taking the knee, but this has turned this around right at the end of the round. 2 down, 3 to go, and a big round for Grant Mallinson. And that's what I'm saying, that's the other side of him. We saw the playing to the crowd, the smiling, the laughing, but after that clean right hand, the amount of shots that eventually forced Matty to take the knee. Midway point 3 of 5. 2 excellent veteran boxers in this ring. I saw my old mate Rich Loveday there in Matty's corner. Promoted both these men, Tank Promotions. Now working in the corner of one of these two. And I'm sure he'd be telling Matty, getting close. This is what Grant's capable of at range. Work inside, get close. Grant waits, looks for Matty, and there's that footwork, comes off the centre line. And as you're seeing here tonight, it's so hard to hit cleanly with anything that will really rock him and set up a barrage of punches and possibly a count. And again, there's the showboating. He walks away, turns, as if to say, oh, I missed that one, okay. And Matty comes in, but good timing again from Grant, and suddenly opens up once more. Matty's got to get on the inside. Look to rough him up, and again, there's Grant. And that right hand lands cleanly once more, almost using it to taunt Matty to coming in, because it's the same hand that he lands. And Matty forced to hold again. Acknowledges, touches gloves with Grant. Loose limbed, throws the right as he steps forward. Steps away, and they touch gloves, mutual respect there. And I've edged that to Grant. Matty, lot of effort, a lot of trying to get inside, but accuracy from Grant, picking his punches well and hard to hit cleanly once more. And again, opts to stand, walks round, looks out at the crowd. Then finally looks over at Matty, just as they're ready to start round 4. So Matty, for me, needs a big round here in 4. He needs to push forward, as he did in the first, and keep it inside the range of those long Grant Mallinson arms. Matty bobs and weaves, steps in, that's what he needs. Sharp hooking punches once he's on the inside. Grant, though, as you can see immediately, oh, and I thought for a moment Matty was going again there with the shot to the body. Stayed upheld. And the thing was, it was a beautiful turn from Grant. Just as Matty looked up to get a head of steam and back Grant up, he stepped off on the angle and fired his shot back. And was back into the centre, and I think those body shots hurt Matty. But he's a real warrior. Comes straight back forward. Straight in. It's in his blood, Matty Moore. Always testing himself. Pushes forward with the jab. Throws the left. This is better from Matty. This is what he needs. Grant steps away, but immediately comes back. And there's power as well. That's the other thing. Let's talk about Grant Mallinson. We know his brother Cowell, famed for the power. But Grant hits hard as well, and he's accurate. And again, that right hand is causing Matty all sorts of problems. Steps away again as Matt looks to come in. Matt stays focused and disciplined. And you can see Grant just waiting for that right hand counter again. He knows it's the equaliser. Beautiful left of the body. And it's that lateral movement, it's stopping Matty getting up ahead of steam. It's stopping Matty, pushing him against the ropes and letting those blistering hooks and uppercuts go. A little nod again there from Grant. Refuses to go back to the corner. Looks around. If I was Rich, I'd say, Matty, you've got to work here. Pin him down. Don't let him turn you. Keep him on the ropes. As it is, mutual respect between two excellent boxers. Matty looking to come in with that southpaw stance. Bobs and weaves again. Looks to close the gap. Grant, you can see almost cocking the hammer on that right hand. It's been a thorn in the side, well, in the face of Matty Moore, not his side. And here's the showboating again. This is the thing with Grant Mallinson. This is a close competitive bout. And he's smiling now as Matty comes forward. Moves again. And I've realised now that pumping arm to the crowd is a setup. It's a setup for that right hand, maybe to lure Matty in, to maybe get him a bit angry. But either way, he's doing it to lure him in, and he's full of confidence here now, and a bit of showboating. And that's a dangerous game against Matty Moore, but it just shows how confident Grant is in his own defensive ability. And even now, as Matty really pulls forward, it's only some of the body shots that are getting through. Such a difficult man to box, Grant Mallinson. And a good left to the body, then a right. He picks his shots, steps off the centre line, uses that left as a rangefinder, looking to keep Matty where he needs to be in Grant's perspective. Leans forward with the left, Matty. Grant comes back again, good left to the body again. Using that long reach to his advantage, luring, calling Matty in really. And it's like he wants to double the impact of that big right. He wants Matty's momentum to carry him forward and then use it. And there again, here you go. There's the almost arrogance, or the sheer enjoyment. 5 excellent rounds, 2 great boxers. But for me, it's a win for Grant Mallinson here. Very dangerous man, Matty Moore. And I felt Grant dealt with that danger well. Accurate on the counter. Boxed well within himself. Matty had a really good opening round for me. But after that, I felt that Grant controlled the bout. Sometimes in subtle ways, but his counter shots not caught cleanly, and that's against a tough opponent like Matty. So for me, as much as I like both boxers, I've got to go with Grant Mallinson for the win here. Well, I mirror Grant Mallinson's astonishment, and look at that from Matty Moore. He immediately goes to Grant Mallinson and points at him. Matty Moore, what an honest boxer. He looks over and says, Grant, you won that. That is Matty Moore, what a warrior. But I mirror the look of shock on Grant Mallinson's face. That was a win for Grant against a very difficult opponent. And Matty, what can I say about this man? What a warrior, what an honest man. He said it all, he pointed at Grant, and I'm sure he said to Grant, you won that. I feel for Grant Mallinson there. He took on a very dangerous man, and I thought won the bout.
Thoughts on the fight, Matty? Obviously a couple of weeks ago we saw you fighting against Sean. Yeah. You got given a draw there. Yeah.
Well, listen, I won't complain. The fight with Sean, I think we've done enough to win. I watched it back. There is an argument now for a draw after me watching it back. My issue is with the scorecards. If I didn't get my hand on them scorecards, they would have fucked me that night.
And your thoughts tonight? What have you thought about the draw?
Listen, I knew I was up against it tonight against Grant. He's a good fight, he controls the range, he's got good timing. He's got more power than I thought he had. I thought Carl was the bigger puncher, but He's there with him, like.
You happy with the decision?
Listen, I'm very happy with the decision because that man won that fight. He put me down in the second. He landed the cleaner shots. Yeah, I was pushing the pace, but I wasn't
Are we
landing.
seeing you back?
Huh?
Are we seeing you back?
So I have to rematch the pair of them now, won't I? I'm a fighter, man. I can't turn it down, you know. So, yeah, thanks very much.
We're here. Another shot. We're here with a man, Mallinson. Matty said he's really happy with the decision. He said he put him down in the second round.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I think I thought I won. I was comfortable. I mean, he might have had the first round, the last round, but 2, 3, 4. I dropped him in round 2. This was an 8 count. Yeah, I don't.
So, obviously, Matty said he's happy for a rematch.
Matty's last fight, the referee fucked up last time and said it was a rid to Sean, and then I think he was trying to feel bad for Matty for fucking up last time. What the fuck up Woodlands?
Do you think it's a guilt trip?
Yeah, yeah. Some people are just too old to referee. He didn't get his glasses on to referee, which is a bit embarrassing, but...
So, in between second, third, fourth and fifth,
second, third, and fourth.
You didn't go back to your corner properly, you just enjoyed your time in between rounds?
Yeah,
And you said you wanted, you spoke off camera, who's next?
Well, basically Sean next, that'll be in Bristol, and then if Sean Grant, you know, wants to fight, probably not. I'll go on this show in December. I'll fight him in his home ground and win. Depends if Spencer's doing the judging, you know, but yeah. Obviously, Matty's happy with the decision because he still lost. So a draw, he's like, oh, it's not a loss.
He said that, yeah. Congratulations, man. Well done. Thanks. We catch up again, man. Well done, man. Any last one?
Oh?
Last one?
Last
one. No worries. What up, baby?
What the fuck? Spencer keeps standing there like he's done nothing wrong, but...
Hey,